Hey everybody, it's Mr. Sanders Twin, and it's been a little while. We had an entire week off for Thanksgiving break, and I hope you all had a great one. So right now it is the Saturday before we come back, and oh my goodness, it is so snowy out. Like, look at this. It's like a blizzard out there. So hopefully you all are staying warm. This is all making me hopeful for a white Christmas, but it's probably going to be like 60 degrees on Christmas. So that's Chicago for you. Anyway, we're going to finish up Black Panther today. We have one last read aloud to do. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Then I would say that I understand. You are a king. If anything happens to us out here, Wakanda burns. Precisely. This is not the first time I've had to choose between blood and nation. The last time was not even just the nation, it was all of reality. Her country crumbling to dust, and with broken spears and broken men all around, Queen Shuri went off to her doom. I could have gone with her, but someone had to fight, and someone had to live. And after we parted, I wondered, still wonder, how a man walks away, leaves his only sister to die. In fact, I had left her to something far worse. The living death was first deployed to stop the Black Order. How poetic that they would turn it back upon us. But this rendition was different, an improvement upon the bonds that held Thanos. I tried to break through. It had been so easy for Maximus. The mad and yet all my theories and experiments came to nothing. For months I despaired, knowing I had, in my vain grandiosity, left my own blood to this terribleness. All right, we're going to answer that first question. What does T'Challa mean that this wasn't the first time having to choose between blood and nation? This is an inferential question, but you'll have to remember that he basically had to leave Shuri behind, kind of abandon her in order to fight the enemy. And now this time he's having to put the nation at risk to save his sister. If you need a sentence starter, you can use I think he means that blank. All right, let's go ahead and move on. It was in this pit of gloom that I saw it. I was considering Shuri as if she were right there. But what if Shuri, in some real sense, was not there at all? When I returned after the final incursion, I was different. My panther senses were augmented even more. I saw as no other did, saw across great seas and open plains. The more familiar the scent, the farther I could track. I had known Shuri all my life, and yet there was no sense, no trail about her. The woman frozen before me was not Shuri. She was not even a woman. She was a door. I looked through this door, out across time and space, past galactic wonders and fallen dynasties, and I found her in a place long forgotten. But I could only look through the door. To walk through it, I needed you. I know the danger. I know we may not come back, and in so doing, doom a nation. I would give my life for my nation, but I will not give the life of my sister. I will not yet again be parted from my own blood. All right, we're going to answer the next question. What risk does T'Challa take in rescuing Shuri? You'll find the answer that you're looking for right here. I know the danger. I know we may not come back, and in doing so, doom a nation. If you need a sentence starter, you can use the risk he takes is blank. All right, let's go ahead and move on. The expanse of time is pulling me out of myself. I feel all of it stretching off of me. Life, country, blood, and bone. I wonder if this is it, if I have finally flown too far from home. I think of Ramonda and Ororo, Zuri and Kabi, Father and Cyan. But above all, I think of you, and I think of dying out here, of drifting out here, in search of, but far away from you. And then I see the ancient place, the future place, and I know you are there. And I remember that I have come to bring you back in the full ambition that it is you who will bring all of us back. What have you discovered out here, Shuri? Okay, let's go ahead and answer the next question. What does T'Challa wonder about as he's floating in the expanse of time? There's a few things that he's wondering about. You can look in these internal monologue bubbles right here. I wonder if this is it, if I have finally flown too far away from home. And then also, but above all, I think of you and I think of dying out here, of drifting out here in search of, but far away from you. And then you can also keep in mind that he's asking, what have you discovered out here, Shuri? So, quite a few things that he's wondering as he's in the expanse of time. If you'd like a sentence starter, you can use, he is wondering about blank. All right, let's go ahead and finish up the book. Mother, it is them. Yes, daughter, the time has come. I need to know if you will be there. I need to know if you are coming back with me. You are my mother. Oh, daughter, I am all of your mothers, not just one of them. And I will always be with you because I have always been with you. Now, you go off to teach those who have forgotten your name, the Ajad Adana keeper of Wakandan lore, the bearer of what was, what is, and again shall be. T'Challa, Eden, where is Shuri? Here, T'Challa, and I am sorry, brother. I have discovered nothing, but I remember everything. All right, let's go ahead and answer that last question. What does Shuri mean by I have discovered nothing but remember everything? This is another inferential question. You're really going to have to think about what she may have experienced in this other realm, the spirit world. And I'm sure Mr. Sanders is going to talk to you about this too. But anyway, if you need a sentence starter, you can use I think she means blank. All right, everybody, that is it for our read aloud of Black Panther. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you when we start the next book. Until then, take care.